Hey girls, welcome to the Wednesday right before Memorial Day weekend. And I have a little present for you. I'm going to give you a fast way to lose a couple pounds, but healthily. If you know me, you know straight up that I am 1,000,000% against fast, rapid, stupid, gimmicky weight loss. And this today is not that. But I also have a heart for you. And I know what it feels like to have bathing suit season be, 3 days from now, and you still feel like, I feel gross. I feel just, my belly is still huge. Cellulite is the bane of my existence in a bathing suit. So I need, in my own world, to help you feel better. That makes me feel better. So I was thinking, okay, what can I do to help her have confidence, feel better in her own skin going into summer, going into this weekend and Memorial Day even? And beyond. And this is what we're giving you today. So if you're the girl dreading bathing suit season, if you're the girl that doesn't feel good, you just feel icky and gross, and you might even have resigned yourself to just saying, no, I'm not getting in shorts. I'm done. That season of my life is permanently over. This is for you. You ready? So the first thing I want to delineate is the difference between fast weight loss gimmick style and what we're doing today. So right now, it's about the time of the year that you start Googling, okay, how to lose 10 pounds in 3 days. It's an actual thing they Google. This is even worse, and you've been here, you sign up for a dumb, expensive program, and you'll lose 60 pounds in 6 minutes, and you'll also lose all your money. So right now you are vulnerable to gimmicky ploys for weight loss. And you've been there, done that, and you're not doing that again. But wouldn't it be nice to have your cake and eat it too? Should we talk about cake? Excuse the pun. And so to do faster weight loss, but healthy. What kind of weight can be lost quickly and not by starving yourself or taking some sort of medication or drinking someone's disgusting shake? And I'm going to tell you, let me see if anybody's on. When you come on, live or replay, ask questions and make comments. It helps me know where you are. And then I don't feel like I'm by myself. So, okay, there are 2 kinds of weight that can be lost quickly and healthily. Are you ready? And this is probably going to answer a couple science questions for you. The first one is water weight, and the second one is inflammation. I thought they were the same thing, Patty. They're not. So, water weight, what is it? Water weight is a result of hormone fluctuations. It is a result of the restaurant food you had with tons of salt last night. It is the result of not drinking enough water. That's what we call water weight. It manifests with swelling. So your ankles are swollen and achy. Your hands, your rings are tight or you can't get them on. Your face, even your eyes get puffy. So that is water weight. And then inflammation is much different. Inflammation is more on a cellular level, and it is listen to me, it is a stress response to your lifestyle of processed foods, high sugar, what else? Things like if you don't have a good sleep routine. So think about inflammation is more of a lifestyle issue. Swelling and water weight is what you had last night. So inflammation can also be caused by some disease process in your body. So it really is the same type of reaction as getting a contusion, but on a much grander scale. So my girls, for instance, that come into the program that have autoimmune diseases, all kinds of arthritis type afflictions, once they do what I'm giving you today, they immediately, their pain level, some of their pain goes down to to like a 1% versus 10 million percent, literally. So Chrissy was the last one. I've had lots and lots of clients that go from taking pain medications every single day, twice a day type routine to none. And it's because what I'm giving you will reduce disease process, inflammation, and therefore pain. And then the good part of all this, of losing the two kinds of weight you can lose quickly, water weight and inflammation, is that you just feel better. So not only on the pain level like Chrissy, but listen to me, when you feel icky, like flubby is what I call it, and your pants aren't fitting and you feel fat, that's usually water weight and inflammation. Now, if you're overweight, and the fat can make you feel uncomfortable as well, but listen to me, once that inflammation and water weight is off, just at last coaching call, I had a client say, I woke up this morning and even though the scale hadn't budged that much, I feel lean. And that's what this is going to give you, is a tighter, leaner feeling because you're shedding all of that icky fluid off. So listen to me very carefully. That's the only kind of weight that I want you to lose quickly. If you're trying to lose real deal body fat fast, you're in trouble. It's coming back and you're going to be miserable while you're trying to lose it. So what we're doing today has nothing to do with starving yourself. It has nothing to do with some stupid gimmick. What we're doing today is following science. That's my whole thing for you. If you and I together apply the laws of science to your body, you will get a positive reaction. It's the end of it. So, okay, questions, anybody? All right, so let's go. The first thing that I want you to do, and you know what's coming. A lot of this for you is going to be a repeat, maybe not, but if it's a reminder, let it be a reminder and get busy. The first thing I want you to do, you know what it is, cut out processed foods. If it comes in a bag from a factory, if it's in a can, if there's 5 million ingredients on the back of the ingredient list on the label, then it is causing inflammation and swelling, water weight. So I want you to cut out anything processed. Now, what do I want you to add in? I want you to add in what we call single ingredient foods. So single ingredient foods are what your grandmama ate, great grandmama ate. So they come from the garden. So an apple is an apple. There's no other ingredient. It's single ingredient. So look for fruits and vegetables that are, and then lean meats. Those are all single ingredient foods. And if you eat that instead of processed foods, your body immediately will stop having this inflammatory reaction. Remember, inflammation and fluid retention is a stress response. So when we unplug the stressor, like processed foods, your body gets the message of, whew, okay, I can stop freaking out. Here comes some carrots, right? So you get the idea. Think of what you're putting into your body as either nourishment and healing or an assault, because that's truly what's going on. You do not want to cause a stress response by what you're eating or drinking. Number two, so you're cutting out processed foods. Number two, you're cutting out sugar. So, and that is included in all forms in the way of drinking as well. So no sugar and alcohol. Those are two great big assaults to your body in the way of an inflammation reaction. As soon as you cut it out, you will feel better. That's the end of it. Because listen, inflammation, if water weight translates into puffy hands and feet, and eye bags, that kind of thing, inflammation looks like joint pain. It looks like, what else? It looks like body aches. So once you take out the processed foods, you take out the sugar and the alcohol, you'll be thinking more clearly. Your joints won't hurt anymore. So it self-propagates. Now, let's be honest, sugar is crack. And it's hard to get off of it. So if you're somebody that does not want to go cold turkey, I totally get it. But let's start with halvesies at least. So if you are a Starbucks girl and you're going to you go and get your latte and it has 46 grams of sugar, do me a favor and cut that portion in half. Don't get the grande, get the regular type thing. If you're somebody that every day has chocolate, don't just literally either go to a darker chocolate or half the portion. You get it. But listen to me. If you can go cold turkey on sugar and alcohol, I want you to do it. The first 24 hours are rough. But you are going to feel so much better. And when the scale starts coming down and your clothes feel normal or even fit better, you'll be like, oh, I'll do that every day, right? All right, so number 3, we're cutting out processed foods, sugar and alcohol. Number 3 is I want you to hydrate like it is your job. So half an ounce to a full ounce of water per pound body weight. I always say this, you girls know it. I want this with you everywhere that you go. In your car, at your desk, also know where all the bathrooms are, but it's worth it. Again, if you're dehydrated, your body does not have the mechanism that it takes to flush off this icky water weight. So make sure that you are hydrated. Make sure that you also talk to your doctor. I always have to say that. If you have some sort of kidney pathology or, whatever, make sure but the basic science recommendation is half an ounce to an ounce per pound of body weight. Now, Patty, can we add in stuff into our water? You may do that, but make sure that it's not caffeinated. So caffeinated drinks do not count towards hydration. And number 2, make sure that it is, you're flavored. Like I used to be totally addicted to Mio, the flavor drops, but just be very aware that those usually are full of, artificial sweeteners and they can wreck your stomach, your digestive gut biome. So just don't overdo. If you add lemons and limes and whatever you want, but just be careful with the fake stuff. And then realize too, when you're learning to drink that much, you kind of have to treat it like medicine. If somebody said, okay, if you don't drink your water, just like a cardiac pill, you're going to die of a heart attack, you better believe you'd figure out a way to drink your water. And it really is just that important. I always tell my Shelly story with hydration, where she came to me with dry eyes and painful, everything ached and dry mouth and dry skin, all of that. And they were putting her or looking at putting her on medication for all kinds of things. And no one ever asked her, how much water do you drink in a day? And when I asked her, she was like, well, I have a Mountain Dew in the morning. She'll laugh with me about this. And I have like an 8-ounce bottle during the day. So she was just 100% dehydrated, like a piece of beef jerky walking around. And it's not just Shelly's story. It's, I would say at least 80% of the women that come into Simple Steps have this issue. Once they start drinking, it is a life-changing experience. I'm not kidding. I've had women weep and say, I just can't believe. It's true. So hydrate like it's your job. Number 4, I want you to be eating a protein with a complex carb every 4 hours. No more than 4. I would prefer 3 to 4 hours. So why are we doing that? And what the heck is a complex carb? So first of all, we do that to stabilize our blood sugar. So when you say, okay, bathing suit season's in 4 days. So food made me fat, so I'm not eating food. That's the end of it. And the truth is, when you starve yourself, your body shuts off and it will not let go of fat. That is a stress response. So what we do is we eat every 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, a protein and a complex carb, and boom, here's your blood sugar, and the fat just starts to finally come off. Now, in fact, I just had a client last week flatlined. I gave her the plateau checklist. Are you eating, not logging, not eating? Are you eating every 3 to 4 hours? And she was skipping meals. As soon as she added meals back in frequent fuelings, she immediately broke the plateau. literally overnight. So it's powerful to keep that blood sugar stable. Now, you know what a protein is, right? What is lean meats, chicken? Yes, you can have beef, but make sure it's lean cuts, etc. But what is a simple carb versus a complex carb? That is a donut versus an apple. The donut burns quickly, your blood sugar spikes, plummets, you're grouchy, you need another donut right now. An apple, it spikes and then it levels out. It takes a long time to digest. And then as it dips back down, you know, oh, I'm kind of hungry and I'm not even grouchy. So think simple carbs are what you want to avoid. They cause tons of inflammation. And those are processed foods, essentially. Simple carbs are, breads and pastas and starches that you haven't earned with workouts. So avoid the starchy, icky, sugary, processed simple carbs and go for complex carbs like your fruit, like your high carb vegetables like carrots and green beans that have a higher sugar content, and they keep your blood sugar stable. And I'm not kidding you. It is scientific magic. It works to get the fat off. So questions. Hey, Jennifer, it's me and you, girl. Okay, you ready? So number 5, I want you to sleep well. If your body is not given 7 to 9 hours of recovery, it will have a stress response of, not letting go of fat. What you're doing is you're just kind of carrying your stress hormones, your cortisol level around with you 24/7. Whereas at night, that whole thing shifts, your body resets and recovers. And then it's actually cortisol that begins to wake you up. So cortisol is a stress hormone, is not only a stress responder, but it's also necessary for quality sleep. So I want you to look hard at your sleep routine. Are you going to bed before 2:00 in the morning? Are you turning off screens at least an hour before you get in bed? Are you, is your bed comfortable, or is your pillow from 1982? Like, really look hard at, okay, why am I not sleeping well? And then the last thing I'll say about sleep is this. I just heard a podcast with one of my favorite doctors, Dr. Stacy Sims. And what she's reminded me of is that if you you can fast for up to 13, 14 hours if you're over 40 and female. Once you're fasting beyond that point, it's just a full-on stress storm for your body, and it will sabotage you. So yes, you may fast, but I do, when you wake up, I want you to have just a little bit of something to eat. I literally have an Owen shake and just a third of a banana because I'm not a breakfast person. But what that does is it brings the cortisol that woke you up also needs to be leveled out with some food. And then what that leads to is better sleep at night because it lowered your cortisol, you're not carrying it throughout the whole day. So, and then the last thing I'll say about sleep is, Patty, can I eat right before bed? What we've learned, and I experienced this firsthand with Janine, a client just recently, and she was one of my first that thought she had restless leg syndrome. And really it completely went away when she began to eat in the evening right before bed. So listen to me carefully. A lot of the reason that you are waking up in the night is not because you only have to pee, but because your blood sugar has dropped. So it is okay to have a little bit of a carb with a protein. My girls eat a snack before bed, 8:00, whatever it is, so that your blood sugar is maintained during sleep and it's not waking you up. You might think you have to pee, but here's the question. Would you wake up to pee if your blood sugar is stable? Maybe not. So give it a whirl. Sleep is essential to weight loss. Okay. So now that's it. Except I have one more thing. Are there any questions? No. Okay. The last thing I will offer, and a lot of you already have it, and it works, and it is my anti-inflammatory food list. It works. It's the first week. I put my Simple Steps clients on it. The majority of them will lose between 2 and the record is 11 pounds of inflammation. And it's simply because they are following the 5 rules I just gave you. And now we've added the highest, most nourishing, nutrient-rich foods into what they're consuming. And then we've eliminated all the crap. So, and there's a meal plan that goes with it. It's fantastic. I have women who choose to stay on that list beyond week 1 in Simple Steps because they finally feel good. So if you want that food list, I will send it an email tomorrow. If I do not have your email, I want you to drop it here or DM me, and I'm happy to send it over. It's free, no sales, doesn't matter to me. And it is, but the thing that you need to know is that is your ticket to really knocking this 3 to 5 plus, depends on how inflamed you are, pounds off so that you can look and feel good in your shorts. So, okay, that is all that I have for you. Just know that I'm here teaching you. Yes, we're going to lose some weight, but I'm also going to teach you how to do it in a healthy way and so that you can keep it off for the rest of your life. That's my passion for you. So if you need anything at all, I want you to DM me. If you want the food list, drop your email or DM me. Listen to me. If you're already on my email list, you don't have to do anything. You're gonna get that food list tomorrow, so don't you worry about it. So you girls have a great day, and I will chat with you soon. See ya.